Welcome to a series of ESRF video documentaries showcasing the Making Agricultural Trade Sustainable. This project is implemented by the consortium of 15 institutions, coordinated by the University of Helsinki and funded by the European Union. This series shows how ESRF has implemented case study number 4, whose objective is to suggest ways of enhancing access to export markets globally by sub-Saharan countries.
In this video, we will look at specific issues which were raised by stakeholders on what should be done to make sure that cassava is an export commodity and more beneficial to our farmers. There are like many recommendations, but we have picked on 4 main recommendations. One is that of making sure that we modernize the way land preparation is undertaken. Under normal circumstances of the way our smallholders farm cassava, with the hand hoe or normal or ox plow or tractors, we see that the yield is about 4 to 5 tons per hectare. But by doing what they call subsoiling, whereby we have special implements mounted on tractors, whereby it's like a chisel digging deeper, it improves water penetration, retention, and therefore allows roots to go deeper and the tubers grow larger. By so doing, with a very small marginal cost, actually yield improves by 10 times, from 4 or 5 up to 35 and 40 tons, metric tons per hectare. That way, you see farmers can benefit, get more money per unit area compared to the traditional way of cassava farming. The second area which farmers recommended was that of making sure that there are some shared facilities for drying cassava, because especially when it's raining, some shared facilities are important, because if cassava is dried and there is a lot of moisture, it gets some fungus. So shared facilities for cassava drying is one of the interventions which farmers recommended. Then both the first recommendation and the second one, it requires farmers also to come into groups as cooperatives or societies that they can share those facilities. And in the traditional way, for example, in some crops, we have actually common facilities for hiring machine tools for that, because not every farmer can afford to have a tractor. So we have they recommended setting up a special mechanization or farm hire centers for that matter. This means our financial sector, financial institutions should be motivated also to make sure that they partner with the government in such programs. The third one is related to that of enhancing productivity. Like land preparation alone is not enough. You need improved varieties, cassava seed varieties. In this case, although the government has tried to come with the new varieties with different names, which actually yield several times more than the traditional varieties, the access to those improved seed varieties has been a challenge, because you have fewer multiplication centers. So the suggestion was that the private sector should be motivated to be involved in seed multiplication, so that the seeds can be easily available to farmers. Some farmers complained of maybe traveling for 100 kilometers just to get maybe 1 ton of improved seeds. So, but by engaging the private sector to also engage, to multiply seeds, it becomes cheaper for farmers to do that. The fourth, in terms of importance, is how the cassava is being used. Traditionally, for most common use as a snack, as a flour, but there are different uses which the private sector can be motivated. And one of the areas, one of the products for that is the production of cassava starch, so that we don't export cassava chips the way it's done right now. Private sector can be motivated in collaboration with the financial sector to make sure that they produce products other than cassava chips, and cassava starch for industrial use is among those uses which was recommended by farmers. So those are the mainly 4 priority areas. There are several one of them. You are invited to see, to visit our website where we have more detailed report on that one.
As we continue to push the boundaries of scientific exploration, one thing remains certain: the journey of discovery is never ending.